I'd like to record a message for you. Oh, no, love.
Alright, it took a couple tries. I'm thinking I might need to start looking into a laptop replacement, probably switching over to Linux, or, something that's not Dell and Windows.
Yeah.
This one is having a lot more problems the more I try and use her.
Yeah. As that happens with Windows and Microsoft things a lot. Not that they're bad, but
I mean, there's always that it's just Windows. But there's really no other way to put it. You just say it's Windows, and everyone just kind of understands.
Yeah.
That being said,
Windows.
if I do end up getting a new one, to 50-50 what I do with this laptop, because I could retire her and pass her off to somebody else, like pretty much how the system's been going with this one. It's how I got her, and everything else, it was gifted to me when somebody got their upgrade. So I could keep the tradition going and do that.
Yeah.
There's only like one person I could think of who might even use it, and I don't even think he'd use it. So,
Ew.
or I would just end up completely retiring it and using it like for only work.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, but it's a gaming laptop. It's meant to be gamed on.
Well, still. But no, what I've always done with my laptops is if I stop using them, then I just shove them in a closet somewhere, which isn't good for them, but
I mean, there's worse things you can do.
Hmm.
Like with mine, I always factory restart a laptop when I retire it. But
Oh yeah.
I gifted one that an ex had gifted me. Like, I had had it for several years after being with that ex. I just really wanted to get rid of it at that point. I'd plastered the fuck out of it with stickers. I just gifted it to one of the random other people that I ended up meeting one day. Why? Because I didn't want it anymore. I didn't need it anymore. I couldn't remember the password that was on it either, so I told the dude, fuck it, you can have it.
Hmm.
I haven't seen
I
it.
know it's
I haven't seen him. Haven't even interacted with him since he up and disappeared. And I'm fine with that being staying that way,
no.
Because that dude ended up turning into a douchebag. Because he moved up to, like, Washington for a little bit.
Huh?
So, he got arrested up in Washington.
He got arrested up there.
Yep. He moved up there. Or, like, kind of moved up there. Then he got arrested. And he only recently got released. And I don't know what for, and I don't really care. But I am around a lot of people who really like drama, so I get to overhear the crap that's happening. So, anyway, I am pretty much ready to play.
As am I.
Got my fucking Gardelli chocolate squares, my Nilla wafers, and some tea.
Ooh.
Some tea that's still brewing, or steeping, or whatever you want to say. Some tea that's still preparing itself to be drank.
Drank.
Yes. I got both of the
God,
Christmas presents in for that somebody who doesn't like surprises.
yeah.
So I'm not even
Huh.
telling them that they exist. because I've got the first one that I got in that I currently have access to is the specialty one, the collector's item, and there's
Yeah.
a little bit of damage on it that I need to repair before I'm willing to give it as a gift. Aside from it, it is really cool. It's die cast. I can open both doors and the hood. You can look in the engine bay, and it's got all of the mildly basic, but all of the undercarriage as well, including the piping, the mufflers, the cats, all of that. And the wheels, or the actual tires themselves, are like rubbery, which might make trying to make white walls a little easier, because I can just take the actual rubber piece off, which means I could possibly just purchase white wall variations to put on it. Make it perfect.
Huh.
Difficulty.
Well,
I don't know the size of these. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things I don't know yet about this because the previous owner, the box got destroyed, so it was shipped without a box. But it is a collector's item. I do know that. There's a bit of
well,
peeling on the paint. It'll be fine.
Hmm.
I'll fix it. I'll make it pretty.
I will say the fact that it needs just a little bit of touch-ups, in my opinion, will make it all the more special. Because then you're putting a little bit more into it than otherwise if it was completely.
I have a very, 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 very bad habit of putting my all into gifts for other people.
Yeah.
As could previously have been seen with the previous partner, where I put literal hours and days of effort into making an item completely from scratch by hand for them. They loved it at the time. I still love the fact that I was able to create it, but with the kind of actions they took, I really don't feel that they deserve it anymore. But it's not like I can take it back, and I'm not one to take back gifts. But it's more that they don't deserve the amount of effort that I put into it anymore.
Oh, fucking definitely. The thing is, like, the amount of effort you put into it, the amount of you put into it. It was an awesome thing that you did, and it was incredible. And it just sometimes when you put all that much effort into something that isn't for you, it can turn out pretty badly.
I mean, it didn't really turn out bad in any manner that was, actually, I guess, bad.
Well, no, but I didn't mean to imply anything was. It's been a while since I've talked to someone I've actually wanted to talk to. But no, when all of that effort goes into something like that, it's best if it's something for yourself, because not everyone will appreciate the little things and all the little things that go into the effort for like a big piece. But
Right now, all of the effort that I do have is going into my Halloween costume. I'm not going to be catnapped, sadly. I could not and still cannot locate a reasonable purple cat onesie that's an adult size. Mind you, a small adult size, because either I get like an extra, extra, extra large kid size, which is still also very hard to find, or I get the extra, extra, extra small adult size, which guess what? Also hard to find. You know what's also really hard to find? Adult onesies that are actually appropriate to walk around outside in. The sheer
yeah,
number of those that are disgraceful is, oh my god. I get it. People want to have fun. They want to be able to like have ease of access to a toilet or anything else. I want an actual onesie. Give me an actual onesie I can purchase. No.
that's one of those.
Anyway.
That's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, this is nice and all, but I want this.
Yeah. Like, I even looked on Etsy to see if I could commission somebody to make a me-sized purple onesie. I don't even care about it having, you know, the cat ears, the tail, or any of the things I'm going to do to it. Just the actual cloth onesie itself, because I don't have the energy, the patience, or the time to sit there and make a whole onesie for myself.
Yeah.
I've literally had the things for the costume I'm going to be wearing for months, and I am only like most of the way through felting it. I haven't even got to weathering, I haven't got to painting, I haven't got to anything else. In fact, the part that I have left to felt's the actual front of the face, and I'm not excited for that, but I'm also excited for it. Conflicting feelings. Difficulty there is being excited for how it's going to turn out, but then also dreading actually having to work on it because that takes energy. And I don't have enough of the energy to be able to sit there and do that.
That's a fucking mood. But from what I've seen on the outfit, the costume, the suit,
It's not even a full suit because I can't find the right things to use, because by this point, with my health and my deterioration of my health, I really need to have bases. I need to have things I can work off of. And the problem is I'm not finding any. I'm also gonna fit my head to the actual mask itself, because currently the inside is just a massive hollow space.
yeah, and you don't want that thing wobbling around
It wouldn't just
like a
wobble, it would
bobbler.
flail and probably like crack me in the nose and in the eye, and yeah. It would not be of the most fun.
Yeah.
One thing I do find interesting, though, with still making these videos, I think people forget that I can see how many views something has. Not just likes, not just comments. I can see how many times
Views.
you've watched it. And if you've watched it enough, I can see who's watched it. It's really interesting. Especially when people are out of your life and you watch them decide to, you know, repeatedly or click on or just even watch one of your videos. It's like, dude, I thought you were done with me. Thought you wanted nothing to do with me. I mean, fuck, my dad's even one of them. I don't doubt he watches some of these, maybe all of them.
That's fucking surprising, but at the same time...
At the same time, no, it's not. I'm the one who got away.
You're the best out of the fucking lot.
I try.
Huh?
All I can do is keep trying.
That's all anyone can do, really.
Break the
So
cycle.
the people who don't try, really aren't people at all. Is there a level of joy in just knowing that there's people who just can't be a part of what you have because of their own faults, because of what they did or thought or said?
I mean, sometimes it is nice to just have somebody out of my life. Sometimes it hurts more. But either way, I unfortunately or fortunately will prevail with or without them. And I think that's also something that pisses people off.
Oh
Because
no,
that's
it
something that was
definitely.
repeated to me frequently throughout my childhood, is that I would not be able to survive without them.
And here you are, proving them completely wrong.
Well, over 2 years, coming up on 3, but 2 years later.
Yeah.
Completely gone, detached. Yep.
Yep. God, why isn't it putting me in a fucking fuck
Fuck a duck.
the fucky fuck? It wouldn't cue me into that lobby or any other lobby, and I don't know why.
Aw.
But
A lot of things been funky as of late.
yeah,
That being said, I mean, the economy's also kind of crashing, so what more do we expect? We are actually, and literally, living through our own variation of the Great Depression. No, I'm not even fucking
yeah.
kidding. If you look at the charts, oh my god. We are actually worse than the Great Depression right now, but because of, the differences between minimum wage and a bunch of other things, you know.
Mm. When you look at the numbers, it just looks really bad, actually.
Yep, exactly.
Um, but at least we're all in this fucking
Oh, fuck.
hell together for the most part.
Mm, I don't know about other people, but I would much rather dip than be in something quote unquote together. I don't trust other people.
Fair enough.
I have zero guarantee that somebody isn't going to drop me, metaphorically or literally, because
Fuck
of this,
no.
that, or something else. I won't go theater.
E.
Also, make sure you're in the right, what is it? The right, game server in order to be able to join the right ones.
Mm. Don't know why it wouldn't be, but hey, maybe it kicked me off. This game is buggy as shit. The developers forsook it. Oh my god, that's the name of the update that killed the game.
Yep. They predicted
Mm.
their own downfall of the game.
It was going pretty strong, all things considered.
Oh, someone dipped right out of the game already.
We love that. I got thrown into a match, and as you said that, two people dipped. God.
Well, it sounds like Boxy.
Moxie boo.
I have zero hope for my own survival in this, as my skills are ass and I'm rusty. But, oh, there is no but. There is no hope. He is down to pretty much
Oh
everyone
no.
but me.
Hey, maybe you're just built different.
Yes,
Built.
intentionally choosing a different hiding spot is built with different. I'm sorry, broskis. I would much rather hide.
Whoa.
He's gonna find me either way, because that's one of Boxy's perks. Is being
Yeah.
able to hear. Yep, there he is. Oh, it's like Zippy's character. It's the pirate one.
puzzle, pirate.
I completed one
But
fucking puzzle. Not the tower, the puzzle. And
puzzle.
I
I
proceeded
mean,
on.
hey, you probably did, like, considering how quick that match was. You definitely did better than everyone else there.
I don't know what everyone else was doing.
Dying, leaving, something. I don't know.
Alright, do we want to round with me as monster? Since we
I'm
kind of have like
gonna
the favor of the server gods in that instance, I guess.
I'm gonna say yeah. I want to get scared the hell out of. I want to piss my pants.
Well, that's an interesting choice of what you specifically desire to do, but okay.
No, I was kidding. I was kidding. It was a joke.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. I may be into a lot of fucked up shit, but that's not one of them.
Being scared ain't one of them?
Well, no, that part, yeah.
Damn.
That part all the way.
Well, you're gonna like a lot more things than my brother did, because I used to jump scare him for getting out of bed at night.
God, I think about you just like randomly scaring people unintentionally too, and it just puts
Yeah.
the biggest fucking smile on my face.
I show up to them, just like miraculously fucking appear, but I walk quietly, and I usually, when I'm like actually walking around on my own, walk quickly as well. You know,
Yeah,
quote unquote, with a purpose, because people don't really fuck with you when you quote unquote walk with a purpose.
and the purpose is to burn the world down.
You ever notice how Mommy Longlegs has two of the same hand?
Wait, does she?
That's a thumb, and that's a thumb. She has two of the exact same hand.
Damn.
Now, in theory, with this model, it's a robot, so maybe she can just flip her fingers around. But,
Yeah, maybe, but God, yeah, that's odd looking.
well, once it loads, I can show you that I'm pretty sure it's just all of the models like that. Meaning the developers were also lazy.
Nah.
See? There's a thumb, there's a
Weird.
thumb, there's a thumb,
Yeah.
there's a thumb. She just has two of the same hand. I don't have a lot of skins to show it, but she just literally has two of the same hand.
Well, the octopus one really does show it, make it very clear that it's not just a finger flipped around thing. It's
I mean, if you also look, the pinky here has an extra joint on it right there. This one doesn't. That one has an extra joint.
weird.
So if you look at it in this manner, she's using a pinky as a thumb over here, which means they just literally took it and flipped it on its axis. But
The thing is, though, there's ways in modeling programs to, like,
do it properly.
mirror a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, to mirror it and not have it do that, you know.
What the fuck?
Because, look, the thumb has two segments. This pinky over here has two segments. Which would then indicate that that is her thumb, but she's bending her thumb like a finger. Like every
Yeah.
other finger that's here. Well, aside from that one, I don't know what that one's doing. That one's crazy. She's using a
Cranky.
pinky over here as the thumb. You know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a pinky, that's a pinky. But design-wise, she's using a pinky as the thumb, and the thumb is a pinky.
Wow.
Like, I get it, she's Miss Stretchy, but for fuck's sake, ain't no amount of stretch make your fingers not fingers.
Yeah.
We have joints. And if you create something with joints, it's still gonna have joints.
Yeah, no
It's not
amount of
invertebrate.
stretching is gonna let your bones do that shit. Like, the thing is, she's a living toy, so she might have actual bones.
And that's the other thing, bones don't do that.
Yeah, they don't. They don't do the yeah, you know, the not thingy.
Nom nom.
Oh boy.
Fucking Nilla wafers.
I fucking love vanilla wafers. Like, they're the shit.
I like the mini Nillas, because the mini Nillas just fit perfectly in my mouth and I don't have to worry about biting them into pieces.
Same.
But also, they're a lot more fun if you make like little sandwiches with them. Because my favorite is to take like 70% dark chocolate or milk chocolate, you know, whichever one somebody prefers. But you take that
Mm.
and you take like the squares and you break them into fours. You take the mini
Yeah,
wafers
yeah.
and then you have, you know, a top and a bottom with the wafer and the chocolate in the middle, and it tastes really fucking good because it's essentially just vanilla and chocolate, but it's crunchy vanilla and actual chocolate, and you kind of get the point.
Yeah, and the
Also,
thing
vanilla is
is,
hot
with
chocolate.
like with the kind of thing that the wafer is, and just the nature of chocolate, it also melts in your mouth pretty good.
I mean, milk chocolate
Like,
does, yes. Dark chocolate, not as much
oh yeah,
because of its chemical composition difference.
hmm.
Has a different
But
melting point.
yeah, the little like chocolate wafer sandwich things that people just make with these. I love them. I love them to death. I'm glad I'm not crazy.
Fuck's sake, motherfuckers! I know my connection is not this bad. Whose connection is this bad?
I would say mine, but like you know, my connection hasn't been this bad since I moved. Uh, Faye's old apartment had like the shittiest internet connection.
Well, it could also be part of what the apartment's made out of.
From what I understand, wiring and all of the shit was old, and maybe it was just a bad location where it was sandwiched between a bunch of houses. But
Did you have like
um,
sheetrock or plaster walls?
I what is a sheetrock wall?
To my knowledge, it's like drywall but harder, and plaster is just like clay but harder.
Well, I can't tell what the walls here are made out of, but they're not the hardest thing in the world. But it's not like you can punch straight through them unless you
If
are
you take a
like
thumbtack
200
and you
pounds.
push it into it, does the thumbtack initially have difficulty but then sink right in? Or is it difficult to put through all the way?
I wish I could answer that, and this is gonna sound stupid, but I haven't tested that.
Hmm.
I don't have thumbtacks.
Well,
And I know that's absurd, because who the fuck doesn't have thumbtacks? I don't. I have nails.
okay, well, nails are usually used either directly into one of the studs or not a stud, one of the beams, which is wood backed behind something, or in drywall or sheetrock. So If
Yeah.
you have to literally hammer it into the wall, and it is difficult to hammer through the wall, it's probably either plaster or sheetrock, in my personal experience.
Good to know.
Because drywall, like the initial pushing it through, you have to go through the paint, maybe some, mud that they put on, and a couple of other things, and then it just sinks right through.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the initial that's difficult. But with plaster, like personal experience, especially plaster, it's essentially a rock. It hurts like a bitch if you try and just push a thumbtack through. You can push the thumbtack through with your bare hand, but it hurts. And sheetrock, I have not been able to get a thumbtack through with my bare hand.
Damn. Well, we'll test it out later.
That does not mean take a hammer to the wall.
I'm not gonna take a hammer to the wall. Hun, if I do that, there's a good chance I wind up hurting myself, which I'd be okay with, but then you would be sad and kind of angry at me, and I don't want
You did
that.
something stupid in a stupid manner. If you're gonna be stupid, at least be stupid safely.
Can I do it if I have safety goggles and a hard hat?
Sure.
Yay!
That's attempting to be safe. I will let that pass.
What? Are you telling me that won't keep me safe?
Well, if you swing a hammer at like drywall or sheetrock or anything else, there's a chance that it might like fracture outwards,
Oh yeah, that's true.
or just
That
throw
would be.
dust, and that might hurt your hand, or not your hands, your eyes.
I got it. I buy a riot helmet.
I mean, a motocross helmet would also work.
Yeah.
That is, as long as it's got its visor in it.
God, I've seen some people like riding motorcycles, but like the visor, like they clearly had one, but like they removed it,
Yep.
and it just doesn't look too safe. Now, of course, a helmet's better than no helmet at all, but like,
Damn, bro. How long does it take to fucking look? It literally took away my mouse because I clicked. I don't get a mouse to play with anymore.
took mine away too. God damn it. Do you have a Windows button?
Oh, what?
Do you have like the Windows button? Like I'm assuming so because it's a Windows laptop. I would have
I've
assumed.
got from left to right, bottom row, I've got Control, FN. Pretty sure that's a Windows button. 4 squares all next to each other. I've got Alt,
Yeah.
Spacebar, Alt, Control, page up, pointing upwards, page down.
Gotcha. Yeah, the 4 squares is window button,
I would
but
assume that's the Windows button, but I don't know because I don't use it.
that's fair. It's best not to use it. Usually
Absolutely.
they're think. Fuck.
How many people do you think are already gone? All of them? Is it just you?
Yeah.
Is it just you? It is just you. Okay.
Oh boy. Date night. Woo.
I mean, an active slaughter isn't exactly what I'd consider date night, but okay.
Well, we have very different versions of date night, don't we?
I try and be romantic on dates. I'm not very good with them, as I've planned, like, every single date I've truly been on. Whether it be me telling them how to put together a date, or me planning the date myself. Fuck. One way or another, it's always been one thing after another where I usually end up planning it anyway.
No. No. No.
Gotcha.
Uppies.
So much effort into running away just to duck into a fucking...
I'm stupid and I was scared and I thought you would get me. I don't have the moves. I don't know how to schmoove.
See, I'm just autistic.
I am too.
Makes me really, really good at most hunter-gatherer and other basic things like that. But when it comes to living life in a current modern society, that's ass.
My autism makes me unable to do neither, but that I say that even though that it's just a skill issue.
My
I
body
have many
itself will
skills.
tell me if the food I'm going to eat, looking at, or smelling is bad.
Boomed. So wait, you're telling me every single date you've been on has been
Retroactively or preemptively planned by me, yes.
what the fuck? I'm
Like,
sorry that
even with Nugget, most of the dates we've been on has been something I suggested. Suggested, recommended, or anything of the above. Even if I recommended it like last week. Sometimes, let's do this.
well
That was literally something I recommended.
I mean I have like a few things in mind for when I get over there. But like it's not like I'm gonna like if you're gonna take someone on a date, of course you go with what you know they're gonna like, right? But you also want to try and experiment a little, you know, just
That also
which
being said, I have done a lot of like what could be considered as date activity as not date activity, or not specified as a date activity, I guess. So
yeah.
I don't know if partners or other people count that as a date, but it might be.
I think it depends on the context. Because I've known people to be like taken out on the stereotypical date and not realize it's a fucking.
What even is a stereotypical date? Because I've been told that's anything from going to the movies to like picnics.
Okay.
Both of those, both as
Okay.
date and as not date.
Picnics are not a stereotypical date. That's the classy shit. The stereotypical
Maybe I'm
date
just
in
that
my
fucking
mind.
poor, but like,
In my mind, it's taking someone out to dinner and then taking them either home or to a movie. Now, optimally, you take them out to a movie. Why? Because stereotypes. You know that's what you do. That's what the movies tell you to do. But
I mean, movies also tell me it's completely acceptable to pour a glass of water over my date's head if they're a dick.
and what you're supposed to do. I'm sorry. God, movies teach a lot of bad habits.
That's why
They,
I try not to. Did this person just literally fucking quit because I was holding them?
yeah, coward. Ungrateful shit. You know, if it was me in that hand, I would never leave.
He
Right.
tried so hard. I don't even. This is. I. I don't like the fact they don't show me their actual names as like the monster because I don't know which one I'm downing, and I know that this one has a lot of fight. I guess they're very good at avoiding. Not like
Yeah.
Zippy level good, but they are good at avoiding. Zippy is just god tier.
Yeah,
Like expecting
Zippy
anyone to
is.
be up there, like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Zippy is
I
something
ain't
else.
even up there, and I have poor coordination and nothing else to do in life. Especially since I got fired from the cafe.
Yeah,
I
that
got laid off because I was not meeting their what was it? Company
bullshit make.
guidelines or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Essentially, I'm
they
autistic
just.
and have social issues, and my social issues caused me to come off as unfriendly. Unfortunately, multiple customers said something about me being quote-unquote unfriendly, therefore leading to my termination. Yes, I can be unfriendly. I was genuinely trying at the cafe. Genuinely trying to not only be friendly, but, create a welcoming atmosphere there, which obviously I failed. But
No,
I
no,
did try.
well, it. The
I am severely
people.
autistic.
The people who saw you and just got off feelings about it. Just because they feel that way doesn't mean that you failed. Because there were probably dozens of people who weren't feeling or saying the things that these people would. And you shouldn't have been laid off. That shit is fucking bullcrap.
Yeah,
I
personally,
kinda
what
get.
I believe it's because I warned them that my dad showed up and, that he could be possibly a threat to me. I believe
And
that's
I
why, because they
guess
stopped scheduling me after that. And if his
could be
intent was to
coincidence, or
fuck me
could
out of
be.
a job that I liked, well, he succeeded.
Fucking piece of shit.
I have no guarantee that wasn't his intent. I don't know.
Doesn't matter. He's a fucking asshole.
Well, yeah, he is. He was when I was there, and from what I've heard every single time my sister makes another damn account to try and talk to me, or have her boy toy come talk to me, yeah.
Desperate much?
Yeah, well, she wants attention. She's gonna find it one way or another,
Yeah, they
Especially
always
since she had a
do.
kid and she's much younger than me.
Got that shit.
Bro, I'm not even stupid enough. And I'm the oldest. I'm supposed to make all the mistakes, aren't I?
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually granted you have the foresight to
Think about the mistakes I'm about to make.
you're not stupid. You, you don't make many mistakes. Of course everyone does, but like you the, there's so many dumbasses in the world that I almost feel like that all of what intellect they could have had, like all that potential, just got like sucked away and put into you. Like the
No,
super
I feel
autism.
like one of them just decided to make themselves the chronic scapegoat by actually being the person who was doing it, and the other one just decided to take after every single negative influence they had had in their life. That's literally like the whole roll call going on.
Uh, um, no, speaking of shitty siblings, I'm really scared to like open any contact with my sister, cause like because let's say they managed to get a text to me or something, right? That notification could be absolutely anything.
I mean, I've had texts from my sister that are vaguely threatening. Those are usually like, I'm gonna tell Dad where you're at, or some shit like that. Threatening without directly being threatening. You know, drama queen bullshit. One's begging me to be in her life or to have something to do with my niece. You know, blood relation that I didn't fucking ask for and want to be part of.
Not your circus, not your monkeys.
Exactly. Got you. Now, I'm pretty sure I've deposited you more than 3 times by this point, so if you don't disappear, you're cheating. Okay, they disappeared. They're not cheating. Or they might have been. I don't know. I don't think they were.
I think they're dead.
I think they're dead too.
But no, your sister is like, personally, in my opinion, kids shouldn't have kids.
Like, I don't quite understand what the fuck was going through her head, because, like, the moment if I found out I was pregnant, I would immediately begin looking, one, for the way to get rid of it properly.
Yeah.
Because I can't afford that. 2, I wouldn't have been stupid enough to get knocked up without protection, because if you get knocked up with protection, you can possibly sue the place that makes the protection for the failure of their product.
Yeah, and potentially get something out of it.
Yeah, potentially. Not a guarantee, but potentially. You know,
Oh,
possibly
no.
have them fund the, you know, possible payment needed for getting rid of the thing that happened because of their product failure. But
It's better to...
she got pregnant and then chose to keep it.
God, and at her age and the sort of world we live in.
Like, my dad made a number of threats, including ones, you know, that would put the boy's life in danger.
Of course.
And aside from that, he's also, like, made general threats of, like, if a boy knocks you up, he better fucking marry you or else he's getting a shotgun. Kind of things. I'm over here like, if a boy knocks me up, he better already be with me permanently because, I would have something to say. I'd have many things to say. Many hostile things to say.
Thing is, I feel like if someone were to knock you up and it wasn't like a planned thing, then there wouldn't be any face to shoot. Like, you would have already and of course I don't consider you a violent person, but
I unfortunately consider me a violent person.
Well, yeah, but there's a kind of wrath that brews and brews and brews, and that's the kind of thing that would just spring all of it out, you know? Um, sometimes I funkle and I just think, God, I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
Yep.
Mm, God, that's a weird conversation to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. Weird conversations are great.
Ooh.
Uh,
I've been thinking about also possibly playing Genshin some more.
Genshin.
Yep.
I wish there was a way I could move faster.
In Genshin?
Like I,
Or in
yeah,
real
yeah.
life? Because yes to both.
Okay, get me the cheats. But no, like, because I know there's ways to increase your sprint, like, stamina, which I still need to, like, get a lot of the things for that. But
Most of that's, to my knowledge, most of that, aside from character leveling, is collecting the
statue
stuff for the
thing,
statues.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you level them up, and then you get the,
Yep.
um, but what about, like, speed in general? Like,
Um, Artifacts you put on your characters
ooh.
might help.
I really don't understand the artifact system, and I know it's because I'm
Neither do I.
like,
I have gotten through all of it by blindly guessing and going, well, that didn't help, let me try this one.
yeah, my dumbass has no idea what I'm doing other than, okay, if I find a cool statue, I should probably interact with it. And also, if that monster looks a bit too scary, I probably shouldn't fight it. Then I fight it anyway and get my ass kicked.
There's like a god tier capybara in the Natlin region. I found him once and died to him. He's got an ungodly amount of health, and there is no way in hell I'm gonna be able to kill that.
God, yeah,
I know it's
I
probably meant
saw.
to be like a meme in the sense that you
Oh
can't kill
yeah.
him, but there's been a couple who have already killed him. I just legitimately can't on my own.
Hold up, I'm looking into the guy. Yeah, his name is He Never Dies.
So yeah, you're not
Yeah,
meant to be able to kill him.
yeah, and of course it's a video game. You can if you really try, but no way in hell if you have a life outside of gaming.
No way in hell if you also don't already have a clue what you're doing. Speaking of,
God,
do we want to swap over to Genshin?
uh,
I haven't played it in a little
I
while.
admit,
We could do like two
I
different streams
mean,
one day.
I'd be up for more Genshin, but like I'm probably gonna still be trailing behind you.
Oh no shit, because if either of us want to play together, it's me in your world or it's us on call while I'm playing.
Yeah. And I know that's frustrating because I really haven't made much progress at all. The I don't know, and the I like Genshin. It's a fun game. I still want to learn fishing.
Well, there's a quest you have to do in order to get the fishing rod, and I don't even remember what the quest is.
Pro gamer moment. I have no idea which quest that is.
Yeah, pretty much. I did the quest, I forgot it.
Why, that's fair.
Alright,
I
so
can,
want to swap over to Genshin?
yeah.
Alright. I will
I,
end
I,
the stream, and the stream will, I'll stream again in like a few minutes once I get everything set back up.
all right. You, does it anger you when you join my Genshin thing?
Mm. I mean, sometimes it frustrates me because, I look at your map and I look at mine, and I've got a lot of exploration and a lot of little marks that I've put and a lot of other things that I've just found. Um, so there's going to be a vast difference between yours and mine, especially with the fact that I love exploring. Um,
Oh,
so, yes
well,
and no.
huh. Good to know you still have some patience left for me. I wasn't sure you had it.
Yeah, well, patience is something a lot of people seem to think that I don't have any of anyway, so.
No, no, I didn't mean it like that. Okay, you are